Holy cow, this is horrifying. What's going on, everybody? This is very new to me. I've never done a live stream before, so we'll see how this goes. It might be deleted shortly after I finish, but yeah. Welcome. I don't know what to say. I just wanted to try out the live stream, see if this is something that we want to add or kind of do in the future. What I thought I would do is basically fulfill some orders with you guys. We sell toys on our website to support our nonprofit, Switch Adapted Toys. And we've got a bunch, Christmas time's coming up, and I think I've got like 20 orders here to fulfill. Some of them I still need to adapt, but I don't know. We're just trying this out. Yeah, this is very weird. So, stick with me, I guess, or not. I don't know what to do. So I'm just going to start doing it. If you want to find out more about Switch Adapted Toys, check out our website, www.switchtoys.org. So let's start. If you stick around, I might show something really cool that I've been working on. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. If you've got any questions or comments, leave them in the chat. Happy to answer whatever you guys have. My vision is pretty bad, so you might see me kind of like real close to things. It might be weird. It might be awkward. But that's what I got to do to see. All right. Can I make this full screen? Okay. So we've got a store on our Shopify. It's like our website, switchtoys.org. We got a bunch of orders through there, and we've got an Etsy shop as well. If you were to ask me, I'd definitely say if you're going to purchase something, do so on our website. Again, switchtoys.org. The toys are a little bit cheaper there because Etsy charges us a bunch of fees. So you get a cheaper toy. It goes directly to us. Etsy's not getting a cut. But a lot of people are on Etsy, so we're on Etsy. So let's get started here. Let's just find some to adapt. I'll kind of show you the toys too as I'm boxing them up and stuff. Trying to find a fun one here to start with, I guess. A lot of switches. So we make our own 3D printed switch buttons. We've got 7 3D printers, and they run pretty much all the time. I've got them stopped now, so you can hear me. You might hear my furnace going on. I'm just basically in my basement. Our studio, I call it a studio. It's just a spare bedroom. Is right next door. I might have to pop in there a couple times to get some tools and stuff to adapt some of these toys. But yeah, let's go ahead and start with this one. This is the chicken ball popper. Madeline from Kentucky. So I got a couple of these already adapted. And excuse the mess down here. We are renovating our kitchen. We had a flood. Our dishwasher flooded our kitchen back in March. And we're almost done with our remodel. We had to basically gut everything. That's why we were kind of out of commission for a while, because it had flooded our shop area as well. But it's really close to being done, but we just have no place to put stuff. So it's living down here in our basement. So excuse the mess. I might need to pop out to every once in a while. Switch Adapter Toys is not my full-time job. I actually own a carpet cleaning company, so I might have to step out and answer some calls and stuff like that. If you're in the mid-Missouri area, check out Columbia Carpet Cleaning. It's basically supporting me being able to do this right now. So, all right. So the chicken ball popper. Madeline ordered one with a red switch. If you didn't check out our Black Friday deal, we were giving away a switch with every toy. That has since ended, but it was really successful. Thanks for everybody for picking one of those up. I got to go next door and get a switch. All right. I apologize too. I've got a little bit of a cold. That's why my voice is so messed up. So these are our 3D printed switches. Honestly, they're really good. They're really they're about the same size as like a jelly bean, and they're really responsive. It requires very little force to activate. If you haven't checked them out yet, I don't mean to brag, but they're really good. People seem to really like them. We sell them on our website, $20 for just the switch. If you buy it with a toy, you get a discount. And again, all the funding, we're not like making money off this. It's just sticking in our nonprofit so that we can make more free resources and support our Switch chapters, which we've got a bunch now across the country and across the world. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a label here. So I apologize that we haven't been making a whole lot of how-to videos right now. Honestly, we're just barely keeping up with the orders that we're getting in, and so we really want to get those out before Christmas. So we'll be back to making videos soon in those resources, but it's a crazy time for us right now between Switched and the kitchen and everything that's going on, the holidays. But we will be back, I promise. Oh, I didn't show you the toy. Let me show you the toy. So this is a new toy that we just started adapting. It's a ball popper. Obviously, the balls are still in the packaging. All our toys are brand new, which is something different than a lot of other online places. A lot of places do like used toys, which is fine. It's a way to get inexpensive toys. But all our toys are brand new. We try to keep them packaged up. So this toy lights up. It's got sounds. The balls pop into here, kind of go down the slide and back through again. It's got a couple different songs. But yeah, basically can operate the toy with the external switch. This one's been really popular. We just added it like a couple weeks ago, but we're having a hard time kind of keeping them in stock. I can't even turn it off because it's packaged up behind there. So it'll turn off in a second. Where to put my box? The other ball popper that we have is the Busy Ball Popper from Play School. That one's pretty good too. It's been really popular over the years. Honestly, I kind of like the chicken a little bit better. But people seem to really like the Busy Ball Popper. All right. Got our little instructional sticker on there. Excuse me for sniffing right in your face. Let's see, I need some paper. I got everything kind of blocked with my camera and stuff, so it's a little not as efficient this way. All right, where'd that one go? That's the from Etsy. I'm gonna try to not knock my camera over on my scale here. Okay. Nope. Let's see. Where did it go? There it is. All right. So what's the weight here? 5 pounds. I'm sorry if this part's really boring. I actually kind of enjoy doing it. It's kind of fun. Box size. I always forget. 1814 by 12. I'm really nervous about knocking my camera over. I don't really have a good setup. 18, 14, 12. Okay. Alrighty, there's one down. This is actually Madeline going to Kentucky. Should be to you next week sometime. All right, one down. Only like 20 more to go. And that's the last of my big boxes here, which is going to be kind of a problem. Should be getting more in soon, but we'll figure it out. All right, the next. Uh-oh. There we go. Next one we got is Alyssa in Indianapolis, Indiana. Ordered a Miss Rachel, a Bingo, a Bluey, and a Groovy Tiger. I've got all those adapted except for the Tiger, which of course is the hardest one to adapt. It's typically why I don't adapt a bunch ahead of time, even though I probably should. So let me show you these first, and then I'll adapt the other one. The Bingo and the Bluey are pretty much the same thing. They're different characters, Bingo and Bluey. Let me get another button here so I can show you. These are also a new toy that we just added. So plays the song, does some catchphrases.
Can you play games with us? I'm a keepy uppy expert.
There's Bingo. Bluey. It's basically, like I said, the same toy. Excuse me, I'm really trying not to blow out your speakers. We have instructions to adapt these toys on our website and on YouTube. The chicken ball popper we also have, but it's named something different. It's the same toy, it's just themed differently. It's called the Poppity Whale is on our website. So you can adapt that one as well. Here's the bingo.
Let's do this. Hooray! I got an idea. For real life. Let's do this.
All right. There's Bingo and Bluey. What else did they get? A Miss Rachel. Do I have a Miss Rachel adapted? Let me go get one and see. Doesn't look like it. All right, so I got some toys to adapt. Miss Rachel's also a plush toy recently added to our store. It's been really popular. She sings and does Mr. Rachel things. So I'll go ahead and adapt this one now. You can stick with me if you want. Like I said, these are all brand new toys. We try to keep the packaging intact, so it's like you're getting a toy from the store, even though we've already opened it up and modified it. So I'm going to try to salvage the packaging as much as I can. Gotta get the speaker box out of her back. These are all very similar to how they work. You know, there's a box stuffed in the back that's basically zip tied into the fabric of the toy. Something like that. We have instructions on how to adapt these on our website as well and on YouTube. So I got to get in here and cut that zip tie. I usually do this in my studio where I've got a little bit more light. All right, so now we got that out. I got to open it up, which I don't have any tools in here. So let me go solve that. Let me be back. I apologize if this video is extremely boring, by the way. I don't expect anybody to really watch. Oh, we'll see. I just figured I'm already doing this and might as well show you guys. So, all right, let's open up Miss Rachel here. Make sure I don't lose these screws. I apologize for the sniffing. It's that time of year. Okay, there's some glue here I gotta get off. There we go. Oh, I just pulled the speaker wire off. It happens. Gotta fix it. It's not a huge deal. They're gonna definitely want the speaker working though, so I gotta get some tweezers. 1 second. If I can find some. Where are my tweezers? Here's some. It's not the ones I want, but they'll work. All right. All right, speaker wire's back on. Crisis averted. And it sounds good. All right. So now I need to drill a couple holes in here so that I can get my headphone jack wires into the toy. Just be careful I don't drill into my hand. There's one. There's two. Try to adapt a bunch of toys kind of ahead of time. But we've kind of blown through the stock of adapted toys that we had pre-adapted. We had to order a bunch more toys to kind of keep up with demand. Tweezers. This is going to be hard to do without all of my light. Like I said, I typically do this in my studio. I call it a studio. In my bedroom, spare bedroom. Makes it sound fancier if you say studio. I'll tell you what, though, we are quickly outgrowing the space that we have. I don't know if I could get any more 3D printers down here without adding circuits and stuff. And honestly, this time of year, we could probably use some more. Probably not all year round. We would need some like extra capacity for making switches, but like those printers behind me have been going nonstop since October, pretty much. I can't see. There's some. This is really hard for me. Like I said, my vision is very bad. Some of you guys may have noticed, and we have a lot of like healthcare people that watch, therapists and stuff. You've probably noticed I've got a condition called congenital nystagmus, where my eyes move back and forth and my head moves back and forth. It looks like I'm kind of shaking my head no. My brain does that. I have no control over it. My head moves to kind of compensate for my eyes moving. And so my vision's pretty bad. But I get by. I do all right. didn't really hold me back much. I played lacrosse in college, and you know, you just learn to deal with it pretty much. And put some flux on the circuit board where I got a solder to. Helps just kind of get the solder flowing. Gotta clean that up a bit. Oh man, I have a really hard time seeing. All right. Here I was going to show you all these orders we were fulfilling, but it's basically just going to turn out to be me adapting toys, which it's all right, I guess. It's kind of what we do. Really inhaling those fumes right now, which is always fun. My extractor is also in the other room. Quack, quack.
Quack, quack. Let's act like ducks together.
I touched it just for a second, the 2 points. That's why it went off, but let's see if it works. There we go.
Can you say that?
Now let's do the other one.
I'm so excited to learn with you today.
Come on. I really want my other tweezers. And I know you can't see what I'm doing, but we do have a video on YouTube, like I said, showing you how to adapt it. So, oh gosh, burning some glue. Oh, the wire popped off. Got to put that back on. Happens all the time. Not a big deal. Let's test the other one. Make sure that wire got back on there. There we go.
Hello. Sticky, 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 sticky bubble gum.
What's nice about the Miss Rachel toys, you can hit the button again and it stops whatever's playing. Typically, they just like will start over or can't do anything until it stops. Okay, I need to get some zip ties. I'll be right back. Everything's kind of a mess right now. We've been going 100 miles an hour trying to get everything adapted, and everything's piled up everywhere. Not where it should be. Uh-oh. It's my grandpa. I'll be getting in trouble if I don't answer. I don't know if I can pause this or what. What do I do? I missed it. Sorry, Grandpa. I know you're not watching because nobody's in here right now. But I'll call you back. I promise. If I took the call, I might not be able to come back for a while. So I'm using the zip ties basically as a way to prevent a child from like pulling the whole cord out and disconnecting everything. Just wrapping it around the headphone jack wire. Where'd my other zip tie go? I had two of them. What did I do? What did I do with it? I got two zip ties. Oh my gosh. I'm a dummy. I wrapped them both around the same wire. I'll be back. All right. Now I add a little CA glue or super glue to the zip tie just to make sure it gets locked firmly in place and it's not going to slip. And some activator spray. Try that glue real quick. All right, now we can put everything back together. And screw it back down. All right, let's just make sure.
Hi.
Okay.
Hello.
Oops, I made a mistake. Gotta go back
Can you
up.
play peekaboo?
There is a knot in these wires that also is supposed to be to keep wires from being able to be pulled out of this box. The wires that go to the hands. And I've got it on the wrong side. I got to put it on the inside. There we go. Now we can zip it back up. All right. Goes back in. Miss Rachel. Oh, I gotta get the old zip tie out of here. This sometimes is the hardest part, to be honest with you. I gotta find a zip tie. I'll be right back. These are very big. Ooh, those will fit. Sweet. And I'm going to fish my zip tie back around here. If you're just joining, I'm adapting some toys right now to go up. We have an online store. We sell some adapted toys to help support our nonprofit. It's kind of how we support ourselves throughout the year, making free resources and content. So I'm just adapting toys right now, trying to get them out for Christmas. We've got an Etsy store and an online store, switchtoys.org. So I've got a bunch of toys to get out today. I think I've got about 20 toys. So that's what I'm doing. This is our first ever live stream, so I've got no idea what I'm doing. So please forgive me. I also have a little bit of a cold, so I apologize for the sniffles. But this Miss Rachel toy is almost done. I just got to put this brick back in her, and I'll show you what it does. We've got a how-to video showing you how to adapt it on YouTube. Feel free to check that out. Or if you don't want to do it yourself, pick one up on our website and I'll adapt it for you. This is not my typical setup, so I don't have a lot of my tools here with me. I'm just trying to figured if I was going to be down here doing this, I would try something new and try this whole live stream thing. Oh, come on. This is always the hardest part. It's just getting everything back into place. There we go. Ah, now I overdid it. All right. Tighten her down. I also kind of hurt my thumb the other day, so I'm trying not to hurt it anymore. It's kind of hurting me right now. Come on. Why isn't this zipping down? Oh, I've got the fabric in the zip tie. That's what's going on. Oh, man, my thumb. Really struggling here, guys. Shouldn't be that hard. Just try to tighten a zip tie. I don't really know why it's not going down. I got it tight enough, I think. There we go. All right, now we stick the pack back into Miss Rachel here. Try to keep the packaging nice. Come on. There we go. We're getting it. We're getting it. All right, that was a struggle. We got it. Woo! All right, let's make sure it still works. That would be bad if it didn't. There we go. Let's try the other one. There we go. Miss Rachel. That toy is done. That took way longer than I had thought. But that's all right. The next toy we have to adapt is a tiger. And it's probably my least favorite to adapt because it's difficult. But we got to do it. So. We try to pre-adapt a lot of these toys, but we've kind of gone through our inventory of adapted toys, so it kind of slows the process down a bit. We try to repackage all of our toys so that it's like you're opening a brand new toy, which it is a new toy, which is a little bit different than what a lot of other Etsy shops and stuff do. A lot of them use used toys. So here's a tiger. We'll adapt the feet here and his hands. The tummy is the only thing that we won't be able to adapt. It's really difficult. Honestly, it's not really worth it. So let's get this unscrewed. I'm sure it's riveting content. This is our very first live stream ever, so just trying to figure out how all this works and if it's something that we want to keep trying. I don't know if it'll always be in this format of me adapting toys or fulfilling orders, but just trying to see what it's all about. Hopefully you can hear me. I didn't really think about that. All right. So we got the feet opened up. Disconnect these wires here. Sometimes I need this. That was my wife. Come on. All right. Got those wiring harnesses off. Gonna undo the bottom here. I know you can't really see me do this right now, but we do have a video showing you how to adapt this tiger on YouTube. Feel free to check that out. I may have said that already. There are a lot of screws on this guy too. This is really hurting my thumb. All right, so let's get the head off. Running out of places to put stuff. All right, so now we got everything opened. This is a really cool toy, but it is a pain to adapt for sure. Get all my screws so I don't lose them. All right, now I need to drill a hole, a couple holes, so I can get my headphone jack wires into this toy. Okay. Now I need some headphone jacks. Oh man, I apologize for the sniffing. I wish I could stop. All right, give me 1 second. Okay, had to go blow my nose off camera there. I get the circuit board opened up. After this toy, I think I've got enough. Maybe one other toy I need to adapt, but then I think I've got the other ones adapted. I haven't looked through all of them yet. Could be wrong. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to leave it in the chat. Basically just keeping me company at this point. There's another Shopify order. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna get a little solder on the tips of my wires here. My vision is really bad. That's why I gotta stick my face right into it. Come on. Soldering iron's not heated up yet. Completely. There we go. Okay. Let's get the other one. To make these little tools called alligator clips or little helping hands, which I don't have here with me right now. It's in the other room. They make soldering wires like this so much easier because it holds everything in place. I don't have to kind of just wing it. There we are. I'm going to add some flux to my circuit board. I actually might need to go get my helping hands because I think I might need this board held down while I do this. I typically do. The flux just helps the solder kind of flow, make a good connection. Soldering really isn't that hard. So if you're thinking about doing it yourself, you can totally do it. It's really not that bad. I don't have any like formal training or experience doing this. We kind of figured out how to do it all, as we went along. So really don't be intimidated. It's really not that hard. Can't see. That's my biggest problem right now. It's on there, but I think I might have to adjust that one. Come on. I really can't see. Ah! My light is poor and my vision is poor here. Let's see if we can get it. Yeah, it's more solder there. Man, I am struggling right now. Struggling just to see. I said this was easy, but I'm having troubles. Let me get a light if I have one. Who might be in here? Bingo. If I could stand it up somehow. I don't know if that helps or makes it harder. This is where those alligator clips come in handy right now. I'm gonna have to get them. All right. Man. The problem is it's easy. I'm not making it look very easy right now. Not sure what's my deal. Maybe my iron's not hot enough. It's not melting the other solder here. You just want everything melted so it gets a good connection. Or did my soldering iron die? Well, that'd be a reason. Good thing I got another one. 1 second. All right. That might be the reason why. Let's see. Waiting for it to heat up. There we go. I mean, it's that easy. You just have to have a hot soldering iron. Easy peasy when you've got a hot iron. Turn that off right now. Set this aside. All right, now I got to screw this back in. Oh, I think I missed. Yep. Make sure the tummy button is pressing right. Yeah. If you're just joining, basically adapting toys that we've got orders for Christmas. We have an online store where we sell an adapted toys. We have a switchtoys.org, and we also sell them on Etsy. And I've got about 20 toys I need to get out today. Well, 20 orders. Some of them have multiple toys. So that's what I'm doing. Never done a live stream before, so really trying to figure this out kind of as I'm going. I know this is not going to be the most riveting content in the world, but hang out with me, I guess, while I do this. I got to get some more zip ties in the next room. I'll be right back. All right. The zip ties basically help, keep somebody from yanking on the cord and just like pulling the whole thing out and disconnecting our connections that we just made. I'm going to super glue them kind of in place to kind of lock them to the cable so they don't slip. We have a how-to video showing you how to adapt this toy on YouTube if you want to just do it yourself. or you can pick one up to help support our nonprofit so we can make more free resources. What are they going to do next? Hands. This is the hardest part of this toy. I've spent so much time trying to get these hands back on this toy. I've kind of got it down now. I'm going to say that, and I'm going to struggle just like I did with that solder just a second ago. But fingers crossed, I can get this first try. Got to find the other hand though. Where's the other hand? There it is. This first time I did this, it probably took me 45 minutes to an hour to get these hands back on, just because they're so finicky. But I think I can do it. Let's see. Let's see. This needs to go down here. Pull the slack out of the headphone jacks. Already popped off. I'll make this look real easy, but I promise you, this is the hardest part of adapting that toy. Sweet. Screw it down before it moves on me. Unfortunately, I can't test this yet because I disconnected those wiring harness at the very beginning. But I'll be able to test it here in a second. This screwdriver looks real cool, but practicality, it kind of stinks. Trying to hold onto it as it drills is not easy, but it looks cool. All right, let's get the head back on. Screw it back down. All right, let's get the feet back on. There are two more buttons that we're going to adapt it in the feet. Let's plug it in and see. Uh-oh. That's not a good start. Helps if the toy's on, though. There we go.
You found my hand.
Now you're going to hear all the other tigers in this basement, which there's a whole shelf full of them
Hey, record.
singing at the same time because these things like talk to each other.
Let's see if we can move our bond. Come on,
Okay.
everybody.
That all works good.
Lost counting. Who's
I'm going to turn it off so I don't have to listen to it. I got to drill a couple more holes for the cables in the feet. Couple more headphone jacks. All right. Now I need to get some solder on these guys. Actually, what I need to do, I need a pair of wire strippers. I'll be right back. Wire strippers. There we go. And I'm going to strip back some of these wires. Somebody just said, "Hey, Eric, my vision's so poor." Jessica Smith. Hi, Jessica. I know Jessica. Now, where'd my solder go? I don't usually adapt toys over here, so I'm kind of a mess right now. All right, there it is. I might have to step out every once in a while. This is not my full-time job. I own a carpet cleaning company, so I might have to step out every once in a while and take a call. But waiting on my soldering iron to heat up. There we go. My fumes extractor is in the other room too, so I'm kind of getting hit by all these soldering fumes, which is never very fun. All right, set this aside. trim this up a bit. And I know you can't see really what I'm doing. We do have a video on YouTube showing you how to adapt this toy. This is supposed to be me fulfilling a bunch of orders that we have for Christmas, but this toy is taking me a little bit longer than I would have liked. Jessica, did you get that purple switch? If you're still here, I think it was purple, right? The colors. How'd it work out for you? Maybe in a different color. I can't remember. Oh, sorry for the sniffles too. My whole family's got something going on right now, and I caught it. Just a little cold. All right, so that's done. I need some more zip ties. Where'd my zip ties go? Just brought them in here. There they are. You got them. Sweet. I apologize if this is like the most boring content ever. It's more just hanging out while I'm working here. Like I said, I've never done a live stream before, so just trying to see how this all works. I'm gonna glue these zip ties in place so that a kid or somebody can't yank on the cords and disconnect everything that we just did. Let's go ahead and test those. Well, let's get it back together. I'm pretty sure it's going to work, and then I can test it. Done this enough times that I'm fairly confident. Of course, you never know. Screw it back together. Not boring to Jessica. Jessica, if you're, I don't know, like who is here. Obviously, you're still here. But I've got something kind of cool that I've been working on that I can show here in a little bit. I'll do that once I get this toy finished up and this order packed up. As long as you can keep a secret. Am I missing a screw? You're the only one watching, Jessica. Yeah, I don't blame everybody else. This is riveting content. But I appreciate you sticking around. I lost a screw. Where did my screw go? It's worst case scenario. I do have a bunch of extra screws that I've stashed over the years. What happened? Let's see. Ah, almost lost it again. All right, let's try it out. That one works.
You found my foot.
That one works. Let's make sure. Oh, you know, sometimes this has to be. Why isn't it singing? What is this one doing? It's working. It's just not doing what it's supposed to do.
You found my foot.
It's supposed to then play the song. What's going on? Sometimes you get them in there. They don't work from the get-go, but let me take it back apart. I had talked so much game. All right, what's going on here? Oh, I think I see what's going on. My bad vision, and I can't. Bad vision. Don't have my lights. Not making excuses, but I think I see what's going on. Let me just try to. My solder was touching another point in here. That's why it was freaking out. I need my solder sucker. I'll be right back. Can't see anything. There we go. Now, let's get back on there. Let's add some more solder to the wire. Oof, just sniffed that out. Not nice. All right, let's test it now. There we go.
Let's get this party started.
Now we're back in business. Serves me right for this toy that rolled all the way underneath my table here. Oh, I don't even know if I can get to it. I got it. I imagine this is pretty similar to watching paint dry. Almost done. All right, let's test it one more time here. Make sure that it still works. Okay, turned it off. Okay. All right.
Sound like fun. Record and remix.
Okay,
When my
last
microphone
one.
turns red, say so to me. You
There we
found
go.
my hand. HAND.
Okay.
Hand.
Okay. We finally did it. Now let's get it packaged back up so we can ship it out. I don't think I have any stickers. I do have stickers here. Jessica, I've got a toy I'm really excited to adapt, but it's this like Mickey Mouse train track. It was I saw it in like the Walmart little gift guide magazine that they send out for Christmas time, which if I knew as a 12-year-old that I would be looking at that toy magazine with the same excitement as a grown man, who would have known? But there's like this Mickey Mouse train track. It's really cool. It's got a remote control. The train goes around. and I bought one, and it came in. It was like pre-ordered, came in, but then it's been out of stock ever since. So I don't really want to make a video for a toy that's not in stock that nobody can get. But it's a really cool toy. I'm hoping that it comes back in stock so that I can make a video for it. We probably won't make another video. Oops, I need to put a waiver in there. I don't have any here. Give me one sec. Where did they go? I'm not sure where it went. Probably won't make another like how-to video until the first of the year or so. We just honestly have been super busy just trying to get all these orders in and taken care of for Christmas time. But we will be making more. I'm hoping that that toy comes back into stock so that we can make a video for it. Okay, that's all of them, except she also ordered a Mega Switch. Oh man, I am just running out of my inventory, so I'll have to make one. I promise when I'm done, I'll show you something cool. Oh, no, yep. If I continue to do these live videos, I should probably do it in a place where I have all my tools in one spot so I don't have to keep leaving. One second. All right. You love your Mega Switch. Good. Are you still using the library for your 3D prints, or did you end up getting a 3D printer? They were on like crazy sale for Black Friday. I don't know if you're still using the library or what you're doing, if you're still making them. I'm happy to make them for you. We're up to 7 printers now. Honestly, I could probably use a couple more. These couple, around Christmas time. They pretty much have been going nonstop since October. I kind of paused everything so that I wasn't making a bunch of noise down here while I was doing this. Where's my switch? There it is. The 3D printing part is probably my favorite part of all this. I mean, I love adapting toys, but I really find it fun to design switches and use CAD and 3D print, and local hobbyist print them for you. That's good. You found somebody. Oh, sorry for sniffing in your ear. The A1, yeah, that'd be a perfect one for you. I mean, they're a couple $100. Honestly, all the bamboo ones work great. That's all we have is bamboo. I just bought some of the P1Ss. They just came out with a P2S, so they were getting rid of the P1Ss for pretty cheap. That might still be going on. It was a Black Friday deal, but I feel like they always just are running deals. But I run them in my basement, which down here it's pretty cold. So having the enclosure helps keep things attached to the build plate and stuff a little bit better. Plus, it's just kind of dusty and dirty, and just trying to keep everything clean. I like having the enclosures. But I know somebody that just got a A1 and for their kiddo, and they really like it. So Christmas present, you know. You could probably print most of this stuff on an A1 Mini too. I don't think you could print the Mega Switch on there. You may be able to. I've never tried because I don't have one. But everything should be able to print just fine on the A1. Oh, that is not a good print there. Different one. What color switch did she get? Didn't say, so we'll do red. I hurt my thumb. We had a pretty big snowstorm here. Well, big for mid-Missouri. There you go. And then my truck slid off the road, and I kind of jammed my thumb on my steering wheel. I need a top, which is in the other room. 1 second. All right. There we go. Get a box. Where'd I put those boxes? There we go. Got a couple more people in here now. Thanks for checking it out. This is our first ever live stream. We're fulfilling orders right now that we've got for Christmas time. We've got a store on our website where we proceeds help support our nonprofit. I'm sure I'm making a ton of noise right in your ear right now. Supports our nonprofit. We create how-to videos showing people how to switch adapt toys. And we also sell some adaptive toys to kind of support our nonprofit. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've got like 20 20 orders I think that I need to get out today. I just shipped out like 30 orders the other day. So it's been kind of nutty here. And I haven't been making how-to videos because of it, because we've been so busy with fulfilling orders. So I figured I'd give this whole live stream thing a try. Like I said, this is our first time ever doing it. So hopefully it's not too boring. We'll get back to making more how-to videos here probably the beginning of the year. Take a little bit of a break once we're done with this crazy time of orders. Okay, so I got everything ready for this one. I can't see. Do you pre-test the switches? That one I didn't. I'm almost guarantee you it would work. A lot of times I do. I've got a little tester that I use, but I've probably made 1,000 of these. I'm pretty sure it's going to work. Probably should have tested it. You're probably right, but all right. I need a box. I need a couple boxes because this order is not going to fit in one box. And I've got all my camera stuff and laptop in here, so it's taking up all my space. When you do the tactile labels on the boxes. Tactile labels. Oh, for a while I was laser engraving on the cardboard. Is that what you're talking about, Jessica? Yeah. I honestly, it's just a time thing right now. To do that takes a lot of time, and I could order like boxes that have our label on it and stuff, but it just adds expense. So I'm trying to keep everything as low cost as possible for everybody. Let's see. What did you say? Our sales are probably a little way better than mine. Well, if you just followed me on that last toy, it was a struggle. But these switches are really easy to solder to. It really melts really well on them. And once you see it melt on there and you can give them a tug, I mean, it would be very unlikely that it didn't work, but it's always best to test. All right, so let's get a couple toys in here. I'm not going to be able to get them all. I don't think. No, certainly not. Miss Rachel's going off here. All right, got my scale right there. Got to pull up the website. I promised that I would show something really cool after this that I've been working on. But I got to get this order out. Okay. So in there's the Miss Rachel and the Tiger. I could probably fit the switch in there too. Let's see. I'm confused about this order. Going to the same place. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I just had never seen that screen before. Okay, 4 pounds. Oh, wait, I didn't get the Mega Switch in there. That's because it won't fit in here. settles that. All right, so this one is 4 pounds. Eight. Oops. This is going out to Alyssa in Indianapolis. I'm gonna add a label. Wait a second, I am so confused. I know this is, I keep apologizing. I know this isn't very exciting. It's more just of an experiment to see how this works. Okay. So there's that one. Let's do this other one. That all should fit in here. We got a Bingo and a Bluey, a Miss Rachel doll. It's a good Christmas. All right, this one is 3 pounds. 2 ounces. 13, 11 by 8. I think I could remember from 5 seconds ago. Okay, sorry if anybody's saying something. I don't have that screen open right now, but I will in a second. All right. Man, that hurt. There's one. This order took way too long. But Alyssa in Indiana should have your toys next week. All right, let's get back over here. There we go. What are the MSRP for unmodified Miss Rachel? Like I said, it's exciting to me. I get to see someone else work on toys and packaging, which is the worst part of modifying toys. I actually kind of like this part. This might be my favorite part, besides the 3D printing. I mean, I like modifying toys too, but the Miss Rachels, it kind of depends. They fluctuate a lot. We try to buy them when they're on sale, and we kind of buy them in bulk. How we run our shop is basically we buy them in bulk when they're on sale, and then we charge like $20 per toy. But it generally, by the time, like, generally the customer is paying essentially MSRP because we bought them on sale in bulk. It might be slightly more than MSRP, but like, we're not charging, like, you go online to some places and they're charging, $100 extra for a toy. A little dinky, like I saw the other day, like a little, those like guys, inflatable guys that like flare around like in car dealerships. They make that as a toy. That's just like a little desktop thing. It's like this big. It might cost like $10 to make or to buy, and they'll sell it for like $70, which is crazy. So we're trying to offer toys as low cost as possible, but all the toys that we do sell, we have how-to videos. So if people want to make it themselves, like that's what we prefer. Well, obviously we need to support ourselves somehow. So that's how we do it is by either donations or by adapting toys. But our goal is to have people do it themselves and not have to pay crazy prices just to have their kid have a toy. Okay, that's done. Let me show you something cool now. It's in the other room, so I'll be right back. All right. So I show you this, you got to promise not to say anything to anybody. It's a product I've been working on. We're calling it the Super Switch. You can see it lights up, and it does a lot of different things. It's actually like a smart switch. So there's an app on your phone that you can do a bunch of different things. Let me pull it up. I've been working on this now for probably about a year. I'm testing it now. People seem to really like it. So here's the app that goes with it. You can change it's going to be kind of hard to show you guys, but you can change the color of the LED to whatever you want. You can change it to green, blue, purple, whatever. It's kind of hard to see on camera there. Let me turn this light off. So you can change the color of the LED. You can turn it off completely. You can change the brightness. It'll work just like a standard accessibility switch. You can plug a headphone jack into it and control a toy. You can also turn it into like a latch switch so that it'll stay activated when you press it until you press it again, and then it will deactivate. So really good for things like bubble blowers, stuff like that. You can set a timer, so it'll go for a certain amount of time and then automatically turn off. But what's really cool, you can also wirelessly activate it, so you can turn your phone into the button, and you could use your phone screen to activate the toy. You could have multiple of these hooked up to your phone, and you can operate multiple toys or multiple buttons. But where it gets really cool is what we're calling magic mode. Sorry, I'm sick. I got the sniffles. You can control a lot of different things on your phone using the switch. So you can control music playback. So you can select the song that you want to play, and it will play a song. I can pause it. You can control a YouTube video, which I don't think I have set up right now. Let me see. No, I don't have it set up right now, but you can control a YouTube video. You can save it on there, so it will play every time you press the button. You can just control, you can use it for like apps like Spotify or YouTube or Netflix, anything that's got a play pause that you could use like your keyboard command for like play pause to control. You can do it that way. You can do text to speech.
Hello, world. Hello, world.
You can do smart home control, so you can control your lights or locks or whatever. We have somebody that uses like a plug. A friend of ours that uses a plug in a mixer, and so their kid can use the mixer, turn the mixer on and off, which is kind of cool. You can record record something and it will play back.
I need some help, please.
I don't know if you can hear that.
I need some help, please.
Whenever you press the button, you can change it to whatever you want. You can have it send a notification to the phone. So like if you need like help from a caregiver or something like that. You can also use it to trigger shortcuts. So shortcuts is an app on your phone that like you can do like really complex automation, and you can use it to like send a text message or do whatever just by using the button. And then you can also use it.
iOS switch control allows your super switch.
That was a tutorial video. You can use it for iOS switch control. So you can use your super switch to control the native accessibility setting called switch control. So you can like navigate and control your phone using your switch, which is all just battery powered and wireless. We're also going to try to work with to make it work with accessible games. I always forget the name of the nonprofit, and I apologize. Ari, NABE, something like that. I'm so sorry, I forgot the name of it. But they have like a library of adapted toy or like 1-2 button games that you can play online, and so we're going to try to make it work with that. A lot of cool things. So it's all very, very new. It's all in development, but that's what I've been working on. All right. The Super Switch. Stay tuned. Don't tell anybody I showed you that. I forgot to include this in that lady's package. Sorry, Alice. But I'm pretty sure you get this emailed to you, so it ought to be fine. Okay, let's do some toys that we already have adapted. How about that? Hot Wheels Roller Coaster Rally. I've got that adapted. I don't think I have any Bluey bubble blowers adapted right now. Spider-Man, Talking Bluey, a bunch of Talking Blueys. Okay, Jessica, it's good to see you. I'm probably gonna sign off here too. I might fulfill a couple more and get off. It's been kind of fun, just having somebody here with me while I'm doing this. But nice chatting with you, Jessica. Take care. All right, let's do a couple Talking Blueys here. Talking Blues. Where are they? They're over here. All right. Toy only. Okay. Oh, let's not forget to put this in there this time. All right. Where'd you go? Here we go. Dawn in Florida. Where's Dawn? I don't. Oh, there it is. Okay. 1 pound, 5 ounces. Box size is 12 by 8 by 6. All right. If you were watching and you got some suggestions or features or something that you think would be cool in the Super Switch, I'm always open. I can't see that screen right now, but I'll be back there in a second. Did I forget to put it in there? I almost forgot to put it in there. Should have stopped me. So what happens when you try to do something new while you're trying to fulfill orders here? Toy only. These tape guns, I think, are the worst. All right, there's the label. All right, let's go back to our screen over here. LED screen for battery percentage. Yeah, that would be cool. It does tell you the battery percentage in the app. And the other thing that's kind of cool about it is that you don't have to have the app running to like just play with toys and stuff. Like it can work independently of the app. But it does tell you in the app. Adding a screen to the Switch would be cool. But I don't know if it's worth the cost to add the screen to the Switch. I never thought about that. All right, where are we at here? We got another Talking Bluey. Roller Coaster Rally. Let's do that one. This has been a popular toy past couple of years. They stopped making it for a while. You couldn't get it anywhere. And it seems like it just comes out around Christmas time. Let's see. They also ordered a Switch, a green Switch. It's in the other room. I'll be right back. I'll test this Switch. Called me out last time. Even though this one's already been made and already been tested, I'm pretty sure. Where is my tester? Where is it? Oh, I know where it is. Our where'd it go? There we go. We run this out of our house. Our house is kind of a mess right now, just from the amount of orders we've gotten, and just kind of things getting spread out and running a million miles a minute. But we also had a flood in our kitchen back in March, and we're still getting it all put back together. So like, there's just stuff everywhere that's in our kitchen right now. We are very close to being finished putting back together, but sometimes it makes it hard to find things. When you put something down somewhere and then you can't find it 10 seconds later because I can't remember. Okay, here you go. It works, I promise. I'm just joking. Okay, I need a bow up here. Green switch. Make sure I got that right. Thankfully, there's enough room in this box to fit the switch. All right, I'm gonna block the whole screen here because it's the only way I can get that thing on my scale. 4 pounds, 3 ounces. Okay. Oh, almost forgot again. Usually I write a note on these, but my handwriting right now with my thumb is horrible. And it kind of hurts. So I am grateful. I do appreciate the order. All right, this toy requires a bunch of extra tape because it was not really intended to ship. So there's all these like perforated lines that I don't want to come undone. It's supposed to make it really easy for somebody to get into the toy and open it up, but not great when you're trying to ship it. Sorry for, I'm sure that is a horrible noise right in your ear. Okay, a couple more. I always worry about this shipping a little, but I've shipped a bunch of them, and I have not had anybody complain that they got damaged or all right. Did I get it all? So you'd be more worried about theft. Yeah. I mean, that's the world we live in now. Porch pirates. Another talking Bluey. Bluey gets all the love. Bingo doesn't sell quite as money, which is understandable. Luckily, I've got these already adapted. Toy only. Love it. Nicole, where are you from? Rossville, Georgia. £1.05 5 ounces. 12.86. 12.86. Finally remembered after who knows how long. Print. Tell you what, the label printer has been the best investment I think I may have ever made. No regrets. All right, Nicole. Here's your Bluey. Another talking Bluey. William in Arizona. Toy and a blue switch. I don't think I have any more talking Blueys adapted. Let me see if I have them in the other room. Negative Ghost Rider. Okay. Well, I'm going to do yours later. Sorry, William. Spider-Man. Let's see if I have any Spider-Mans adapted. I don't know if I do. Looks like me and my wife are going to be adapting some toys tonight. Because I don't think I have that one adapted either yet. Maybe I'll just do a... you know what I need to do is a bubble blower. I'll do those tonight. All right, I got to adapt another toy, and then I think I'm going to be done for now. At least with the live stream. Those are Bluey bubble blower. There's no batteries in it, but it blows bubbles, sings the Bluey song. It's a pretty cool toy. Pretty easy to adapt as well, which is nice. All our toys are brand new. Try to keep the packaging as best as we can intact. I need someplace to put these screws. I don't have my little bowl. Let's steal the top of the super switch. All right. We do have a video for this one on our website too, and on YouTube, showing you how to adapt it. I'm not entirely sure if they sell them anymore. We got them from Walmart at kind of the end of the summer season. All their bubble blowers were on sale, and I went to pretty much every Walmart I could go to, and I bought them all up. That's how we were able to offer our toys for a, similar to MSRP pricing. Might be a hair more expensive, but there's a screw. I don't want to lose that. but you're always able to adapt them yourself with our resources. So, and really, that's kind of what we want, anyways. Why didn't this open up? There we go. All right. I can't see anything. My stomach is growling. It's time for lunch. Alrighty, let's get some solder on there. Almost out of solder. I hope you were able to hear that. My stomach growling. It's still going. I think it's time to take a break. I'll do it after this toy. This live streaming stuff is kind of fun. I know it's not the most riveting content in the world, but it's kind of fun. At least it feels like somebody's hanging out with you. See, there's another order. What did I get? Adam, Spider-Man. I'll add it to the list tonight, Adam. Here's my stomach again. I need my helping hands here. Yeah, that was my stomach. My the original wire popped off. I gotta fix that. I know you can't see what I'm doing here, but there is a video. You can learn how to do it if you wanted to. It's still going. I apologize. Guess I'm hungry. Oh man, I need my other pliers. Try not to burn my finger. That's the only issue with this toy, is it's really easy to knock the original wires off. But let's see if I can get it here. And I'm doing this left-handed, which I'm not left-handed. There we go. Okay. Are you placing the button or putting the adaptation in parallel? Yeah, I'm just basically soldering my wires to the button. So the button will still be there. It just gives it another path to basically bypass that button. It's not pretty. I can try to show you. Like I said, we've got a video on YouTube. I don't know if you can see it or not. Get in there. But that, it just, my headphone jack wires are now just soldered to the same spots on that button. We always try to like maintain the original functionality of the toy. Sometimes it's not possible, or it's just like super inconvenient to do it. So sometimes we won't, but most of the time, if we can, we're going to try to like keep the original functionality of the toy, because you never know who like might be playing with the child, or, you know, he might lose can't find a switch or something, and you still want to be able to play with it or activate it. It would be probably simpler just to snip off those wires and just solder them directly to my headphone jack wires. But, you know, oh, shoot. Hopefully this will still work. Typically, I strip back these wires a little bit. Tell you what, having this distract me, I'm not thinking clearly, but I think it'll be fine. Just makes it a little bit easier to close up when you don't have this big, thick casing in the way. Okay. Can't really test it till I get a battery in it. So I'm going to put it back together. Pretty sure I got it, but I will test it when I'm done. I always test the toys. Sometimes I don't test the switches, but the toys, there's just so much that can go, that can happen. You know, something can get disconnected while you're putting it back together. Or we've had toys that just don't work from the get-go. We had a toy the other day that like the speaker, there was like a extra piece of plastic in the speaker. So the speaker wouldn't move, vibrate. So we had to return it. Oh, we didn't return it because we had already adapted it. What am I thinking? We were trying to figure out why the heck it wasn't working. And then we realized it wasn't something that we did. It was just that the fact that there was a chunk of extra plastic that like wasn't from the toy at all. It was weird. I hadn't seen anything like that before. When we do like big adapting events and stuff, we always have our volunteers like play with the toy and interact with the toy before they go to adapt it. Just for one, they kind of have an idea of what the toy does and like where they're going to be adapting and stuff. But also too, just to make sure that it works before they open it up, spend a bunch of time trying to adapt it, and then struggle when it just didn't work to begin with. Doesn't happen super often, but generally 1 or 2 toys. We'll have like events where we're adapting like 150, 200 toys. Usually like 1 out of those toys doesn't work. All right, let's make sure that this works. Am I missing anything? Are you placing? No. Right. I think that's AAA batteries, if I'm not mistaken. I cannot see a thing. It's too dark in here. All right, so that works. Now we need a button. There we go. Oh, telling you, this live stream is really distracting me. I just realized I forgot to do something that's kind of important. Wait, or did I do it? Did I put a zip tie around this cord? I'm going to wait to see if you respond, if you remember. If I talked about doing it. I did. You sure? I thought I did. I sprayed it with this stuff, put some glue on it. Okay, you're sure. I appreciate it. It's just saved me from having to open this back up. Like I said, my mind is a little fried. This is kind of nice having you here. Might just have to do this all the time. I did not use the glue. Well, shoot. Guess I'm opening it back up. Oh, I remember I did. I mean, it's tight in there. I remember I did because I got some on my hands. I definitely did. Not that I don't believe you, but I remember getting it on my hands. We need to do a live together with me adapting. Yeah, do it. Oh, okay. I'm getting text messages now. It's my wife. All right, Bluey back in its package. Put this back on. I need a zip tie. Forgot to put a sticker on it. I can just do this though. I swear I don't forget this much. There you go. Now I know who made it. Become good friends with the people at my post office. And they probably made some enemies of other customers that are mad that I'm in front of them, dropping off 30 packages. They usually ask what we do. Like, you got a big family? No, we adapt toys for kids. Then they're usually not upset. Okay, let's package this one up, and then I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna eat something because My stomach is growling. Will that fit in this box? I think it does. Oh, yeah. Toy only. Dawn in Michigan. Oops. May had some paper in there. Sorry for the noise. £1, 5 ounces. Okay. Not going to forget to put this in here this time. I mean, I've still got a lot of work to do today. I'm going to try to work on our kitchen a little bit, but I don't think that's happening today. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. I got 3 more to do on Etsy. Let's see. I haven't even looked at Shopify here. And let's see our website. 17. Whew. 3 of them need to go out today. Talking Bluey. Guess I need to adapt more of those. Miss Rachel and a tiger. All ones I don't have adapted. Oof. Daniel, another tiger and a panda. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to sign off for now. Thanks for hanging out with me. I don't think I can pause this. I may or may not get on later. I don't know what the etiquette is here, to be honest with you. But thanks for hanging out. Talk to you later. See ya.